Hi viewers, welcome to another edition of Married Clinic Live. Hi viewers, welcome to another edition of Married Clinic Live. How are you today? I remain your host, Morolaya and Okuti. Thank you so much for joining me today on another edition of Married Clinic Live program. So today I'll be looking at an interesting topic which says compatibility in marriage or relationship. But before I go further, I would like to crave your indulgence. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel as I promise to bring you more interesting topic, more educational videos, and I can assure you, you will be learning a lot on this platform. So please do click on the subscribe button and don't forget to like this video if you have learned something from it. So I'm going to be talking about compatibility in marriage or in relationship. Now, what does it mean to become compatible? Now, when we talk about compatibility, we are talking about harmonization, being in harmony with someone. You can relate at the same level. You can relate in so many similar ways. Now, one of the reasons why some people miss it in marriage is because during their courtship period or during their dating period, they failed to check out this compatibility measures or metrics. Like, you only went into the relationship, enjoying the euphoria of maybe the outings, the euphoria of the dinner, of hanging around, moving together, but you fail to pay attention to whether both of you are compatible. Now, compatibility is important in the sense that when two people are not compatible, even though physically you both appears to fit each other or may likely be a good match, for marriage, but the truth is, by the time you get into the marriage itself and you get to find out inside the marriage that both of you are not compatible, I tell you that marriage will eventually turn a mirage and it would not last. You're going to struggle all through the marriage. And that is why it is important for you to look out for that compatibility. One of the things you need to be looking out for is, are we compatible intellectually? Intellectually, are you both compatible? Now, the truth is, when they look at your educational background and they look at the other person's educational background, even if they don't have all the academic qualification, but intellectually, when you talk, that can they reason together with you at your level? Or when you say something, they are seeing it as something different. When you speak about something, they are thinking about another thing. They can't read your words accurately. They can't read what you are saying correctly. They twist your words a lot. They misinterpret you. They misinterpret what you say. Now, when you are dating or courting that kind of a person, it's a red flag already, because you should know that in that marriage, both of you are going to end up arguing, spending your days arguing, because you will be like, no, this is not what I mean. And he or she will be like, well, that is what I term it to be. That is what I say it to be. And it will be clashes here and there from morning till night. So it has to be someone that you can relate with intellectually, someone that when you say something to him or her, they will even help you they will even help you project it or fine tune it beyond what you mean. They give the best expression to your words or to whatever language you are speaking, and not the one that will make you feel like, wow, you don't even know what you're saying. Please, I don't think you are making sense at all. Now, when you have someone already that you are dating, that you are going out, that doesn't see any sense in what you say, they hush you in public when you talk. They were like, no, no, please, please, please. When other people are speaking, you should not talk. Obviously, you can't even marry such persons. And if you end up marrying such person, I won't be surprised that you will be struggling, in that marriage to get by, and peace will be far from both of you. Now, another way, another compatibility you need to check out on is, are we compatible as regards our vision for life, our vision for living, our purpose for living? Because the honest truth is, say, if it's sex that brought both of you together, a time will come you'll be tired of having sex. Ask people who have been married for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, that how many of them still have sex every day? They will tell you that, well, maybe we do once a week, twice a month, once a month. Some will even tell you, see, we've not had sex in 6 months. Some will say we've not had sex in 1 year. Now, those are not the ideal. That is not good. But I'm trying to let you know that whatever you think is driving you now is making you fall head over heels, for that guy or for that lady. That thing is definitely bound to wear out. Someone, there is this popular saying that says, um love is blind, but marriage is an eye opener. The truth is, if sex is bringing both of you together, when you get into that marriage, sex will look expired to both of you, especially when it's not a fun thing for the two of you. But there are some couples, it's fun for them, and they will keep going at it. But the truth is, beyond the sex, beyond the money or whatever it is that is bringing both of you together, the thing that will sustain you, and I mean for decades, for 30 years together, 40 years together, 50 years together, is your vision, your passion. How passionate is that person you are about to get married to about your vision, about your dreams, about your life aspiration? Now, when you are moving together with someone that they hate your passion, they hate your dreams, they dislike your purpose, you are sharing your dreams with them, they can't relate with it, they are telling you, you are over dreaming, that's too lofty a dream, that's too ambiguous. They put it down. They can't even help you to fine tune it. They can't help you to amplify it. They can't even sit with you to say, wow, this is a good one. I think if you do it this way, if you do it that way, you should be able to make a lot of progress on it. I think you should start now about this dream, about this vision, about this goal. See, that is what will keep the fire burning. That is going to be the driving force that will hold both of you together. It's not going to be the sex, it's not going to be the money, it's not going to be your academic qualification, not even your career. What will hold the both of you together is your purpose, is your passion, is that your flame that he or she is fanning. So you must be able to look out for that. Don't let all the euphoria of the dating season, the courting season, we are going out on a date, we are going to the beach, we are going to hang out, going to nice places. Please don't go about taking pictures alone and looking at the waters, looking at maybe the bridges or or skyscrapers alone. No, please, you should be also looking out for all these things I'm talking about. It is very, very important. If they cannot understand your purpose, your vision for life, if they cannot fan your flame, your passion, if they are going to stand on the way of the fulfillment of your vision for life, then you don't need that person in your life. They cannot join in with you because they are going to pose, a mountain on your way. They're going to truncate your progress, and I tell you, you won't make so much progress. You're not going to fly when you're married to that kind of a person. They would devalue you, discount you, diminish you. If there is any other word, if possible, they will dry you up and you will end up becoming a shadow of yourself. You don't even want to fall into those kinds of hands. So it's better you look for your type. Now, another area of compatibility you need to look out for is your family background. That is very important. Quite a number of people miss out on this, and that is the truth. You don't bother to check the family background. How do they do things in their family? Now, if you go marry from a family background where when everybody wakes up in the morning, they don't say good morning to each other. I mean, I know a lady like that say, well, in our house, when we wake up, we don't say good morning to each other. We don't even greet anyone good morning. We just wake up and we all go about in the house doing our various things. No good morning ma, good morning, no good morning children, nothing like that. And when we are served our food, no thank you, nothing. And you are the type that you are trained in a home whereby when you wake up in the morning, you are trained to say good morning to daddy, good morning to mommy, good morning. You greet your siblings, you greet everyone around you. When you are given food, you are trained to say thank you. When after eating, you are trying to pack your plate, and you now find yourself in a relationship with someone that after eating they leave their plate on the table, they cannot pack it, they cannot say thank you, no appreciation whatever. Even to greet is a problem. If you marry that kind of a person, see, you are going to be having clashes of values because your values do not align. I know someone that says, all through my life, adult life, I saw my parents always fighting each other. They are always fighting each other. And another one said, all through my own lifetime, I saw my parents always playing with each other. In fact, at times I would see my mom spank my, I would see my dad spank my mom on her butt, and they would be chasing themselves around the house. Some will say, oh, I always see my mom helping, I always see my dad helping my mom to lose her hair. Some say, oh, I always see my mom helping my dad to cut his hair, barb his hair, cut his nails and all of that. And you now come from a house where the father is the lion and the tribe of Judah of his womb. He cannot help the mother to do anything. He will be shouting at the top of his voice, hey, Yafunke, go and bring that. Hey, Yainena, go and bring this. But he cannot lift his finger to do any chores in the house. And you now want to go and marry from that kind of house. Now, by now, you should be able to foresee and project the kind of battles or the kind of issues that you'll be going to have. You'll be going into that kind of a home to have. So it is wise for you not just to be eating away during dating and courtship. It is wise for you not just to be whiling time away, by just going out, taking pictures, post, peace, 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 twisting your fingers, here and there, peace. Now, those things are nice, but please, beyond the taking pictures, eating away, please open your eyes, check the very necessary things, the important things. How compatible are you also financially? Are you both compatible financially? Can we say that when it comes to finances, both of you can harmonize? Or is the type of a person that when he has, you don't even know when he has? When he does not have, you don't know when he does not have, because even when he has, he cannot bring his own out to give, but he would like to spend yours. Or you are the type, you work, you earn, but to give out of what you are earning towards the contribution and towards the upkeep of your home, you cannot, but you are willing to take and take and take. Now, these are the things you need to look out for. You are dating, after buying things, instead of him to pay, he's waiting for you, to also pay for the drinks, pay for something. You should know that that kind of a spouse, by the time you get married, you will be the one, carrying all the financial burdens of the home, because they will not be responsible. Another area you need to check compatibility is emotional maturity. Are we compatible emotionally? That emotional maturity is very important, because that emotional maturity has to do with the person's temperament, the ability of the person to control self. Now, there are some people, however, they cannot control self when they are hungry. When they are hungry, they can throw things, throw tantrums, break bottles, speak vulgar words, start raining curses, start cursing, start saying things that you'll be like, what? I mean, just because of this, you've said all of this. Now, if you go marry people that are not emotionally mature, or that are not even mature, and age is not maturity, I tell you, they will throw tantrums over every little things that they shouldn't throw tantrums at. And they will disrespect you publicly. They will disrespect you before people and even before your children. So you need to check out how mature are they. When an incident happen or an unpleasant incident happen, how do they handle it? Will they tell you, oh my dear, don't worry, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. Oh, don't let it bother you. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to, do something about it. Or they are the type that will say, oh, you are a very crazy fellow, you have to go fix it yourself. Oh, I'm going to show you. If you don't fix it, if you don't fix that, no, you have to check all of that. Please, that emotional maturity is important. Now, I recently I heard of someone saying, well, even though I'm married, I can't do without my ex. I still need to be contacting them. Now, those are babies in adult bodies. Those are married boys and married girls. Now, please don't go for boys in adult bodies. Don't go for girls in adult bodies, because it may look like, oh, they are physically they are physically built. Seem to have all the six pack, the big boobs, the nice shape you want, but in character, are they truly mature, or these are babies? Now imagine a grown up man that is grown up, I mean grown up, still struggling with all forms of addiction, masturbation, gambling, betting, think of it, sexual addiction and things like that. Now, that kind of a person, most of the time, is not usually written on their face, and they even seem to be the nicest of the person you could meet on earth. You may not know that they are doing such a thing. So you have to probe into their lives and be sure that this familiar stranger that you are about to go with, that is no longer a stranger to you, that you know this person very well. Because I tell you, men and women can hide their true colors away from you when they are looking for something, but the moment they get it, you know they will start showing their true nature. So please check it out. You need to check out, okay, their happy moments, how do they behave? Their sad moments, how do they behave? Don't just base your decision to get married, only on their happy moment. No, check them out when they are unhappy, when they are broke. How do they behave? When they lose out in life, or when they fail at something, how do they behave? You need to be sure you know all of these things, because the truth is, when you start the marital journey, all these things I'm saying, they are going to be playing out. You are not going to have money 24/7 throughout the years or the decades of your married. No. So when the money is not there, how would you behave? How would you react? Are you the type that when there is no money, everybody around you become a pest to you, become an enemy? You talk to them anyhow, you curse them, you will start behaving irrationally, outrageously, how you cannot control self, you cannot control tongue. Who are you really? You need to discover who that person is really, before you commit yourself to them. Lastly, you also need to check out your spiritual compatibility. Are we spiritually compatible? Because that is also very, very important and very critical. As a matter of fact, a lot of people have God on their tongue, but deep down, they don't fear that God. See, it will be very dangerous for you to go marry a man who does not fear God, or a woman who doesn't fear God. See, it's beyond, oh, we go to church, or we go to mosque, or we go to temples. No. Do they really know God for themselves? Do they have a personal relationship with God? What are your values? What values have you drawn from your walk with God? What would you say has changed about your life since you have started working with God? How would you say the nature of God has rubbed off on you? And you also need to check how they treat others around them, because if they don't treat others well, others who are extensions of God around them, then definitely they will not treat you well either. So Check all of those things. How do they see people who are in pain? Do they show mercy or compassion towards people who are in pain? Or they are the type that when they see someone suffering, someone in pain, they just throw their face to the other side and they ignore. Please, that is a very bad sign, because that shows that you yourself in that marriage, the day you needed them most, when you are in pain, maybe you are pregnant, you need them the most, that is when they will abandon you. May that not be our portion. So please, young people, be wise. Look out very well for this compatibility that I've talked about, because it will go a long way to help you. So I would like to stop here now. I hope to bring you more interesting topic over time. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as I'll be bringing us more interesting video. I remain your host, Marlai and Oputi. Until we meet again, I say bye bye.